Mr. Davies' dose of science. If this is your first time learning with us, welcome. If not, welcome back. Hello everyone, it's Mr. Davies. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well and you're feeling healthy. Before we go any farther, don't forget, throw me a like and click subscribe if you want to know when the most recent video comes out. For today, we're going to be taking a look at the first Jovian planet, the first big gas giant. We'll start by looking at the reader, a PowerPoint slide, and there's a movie clip to follow it all up. For this week's main assignment, you're going to be collecting facts using the resources provided. And the resources we'll be using today are the planet reader, followed up with a planet PowerPoint. NASA is still available to you. And don't forget at the end of this video to come back and check the Space School video on Jupiter. Space School does a great job. They fill it with facts. And please keep in mind, your job is to analyze all the sources, choose the 5 most important facts for each of the 4 planets. So with that being said, we're going to start with the reader first. And this is all about Jupiter. Jupiter is a giant among giants. We can see here that Jupiter's high winds circle the planet and cause cloud bands to form. Storms, such as the Great Red Spot shown here, form in those cloud bands. Jupiter also has the most moons. Here we see Ganymede and Callisto. There are 2 more on the next page. So what is a gas giant planet? Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune are the gas giant planets. They orbit far from the sun. Gas giants have deep, massive gas atmospheres, which are made up mostly of hydrogen and helium. These gases become denser the deeper you travel inside. All of the gas giants are large. Neptune, the smallest gas giant planet, is big enough to hold 60 Earths within its volume. The gas giant planets are cold. Mean surface temperatures range between -150 degrees Celsius on Jupiter to -220 degrees Celsius on Neptune. So what is known about Jupiter? Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system. Its volume can contain more than 900 Earths. Jupiter is also the most massive planet. Its mass is twice that of the other 7 planets combined. Jupiter has the highest surface gravity in the solar system, at 253% that of Earth. And although all of the gas giant planets rotate rapidly, Jupiter rotates the fastest of all. Its period of rotation is just under 10 hours. Wind speeds on Jupiter are high. They can reach 540 kilometers per hour. By contrast, Earth's wind speed record is 372 kilometers per hour. Here we see 2 more of Jupiter's moons, Io or Io, and Europa. Europa is pretty interesting, but okay. Huge storms travel across Jupiter's surface. Jupiter has some of the strangest weather conditions in the solar system. The winds on Jupiter circle the planet. Clouds are stretched into bands that run from east to west. Storms appear as white and red spots between cloud bands. The best known of these storms is the Great Red Spot. The east-west width of this storm is 3 times the diameter of Earth. Incredibly, the storm has been observed by astronomers on Earth for the past 350 years. Jupiter has the most moons. More than 60 moons have been discovered orbiting Jupiter. This is the greatest number of moons to orbit any planet. Jupiter's moons, Io, Europa, Callisto, and Ganymede, are particularly large. In fact, Ganymede is larger than the planet Mercury. Jupiter's moon, Io, is the most volcanically active place in the solar system. There are at least 400 active volcanoes on Io's surface. Jupiter's gravity tugs and pulls on Io. This causes the interior of Io to reach the temperature at which it melts. Lava erupts from Io's volcanoes, which throw tremendous geysers of sulfur compounds into space. Over time, the orbit of Io has become a ring of ejected gases that is visible to the Hubble Space Telescope. Jupiter's moon, Europa, has an icy surface. Recent evidence suggests that an ocean of liquid water may lie beneath its surface. Because liquid water is essential for life, some scientists are hopeful that future spacecraft may discover life inside Europa. And here we have our PowerPoint slide for Jupiter. Jupiter is the largest planet in our solar system. Ancient astronomers named Jupiter after the king of the Roman gods. Jupiter is the fifth closest planet to our Sun. The atmosphere of Jupiter consists of about 84% hydrogen and about 15% helium, with small amounts of acetylene, ammonia, ethane, methane, phosphine, and water vapor. Jupiter has a mass 318 times greater than the Earth's and a diameter that is 11 times larger. Jupiter rotates faster than any planet in the solar system. It rotates so quickly that the days are only 10 hours long. But it takes 12 Earth years for Jupiter to complete an orbit around the Sun. The Great Red Spot on Jupiter is a storm that has been going on for over 300 years. You can fit 100 Earths into Jupiter's Great Red Spot. Jupiter has the biggest moon in the solar system, Ganymede. It is even bigger than Mercury and Pluto. Jupiter has a ring, just like Saturn and Uranus. The planet has over 60 known moons or satellites, but most of them are extremely small and faint. Jupiter is covered by an ocean of hydrogen with a sludge-like consistency. Don't forget to collect your facts and create your list. As you do, you can click this assignment. There's a template to make it easier for you, and enter everything into the text box at the bottom. As always, stay healthy, stay safe. Until next time, this is Mr. Davies. Have yourself a great day and keep on learning. If you learned something today, please like this video. If you think there is more you can learn, then click subscribe or consider coming back again tomorrow. The information, likenesses, and opinions in this video are the intellectual property of Mr. Mike Davies. While Mr. Davies does refer to other works owned by others, those resources are either parts of a public school district curriculum or they are readily available through open forums on the internet. Mr. Davies does offer his thanks and appreciation to any entity he has chosen to refer to or gather sound bites or clips from to emphasize his lessons. Mr. Davies is currently a professional member of the teaching staff for Central Dauphin School District in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and is making, producing, and publishing these videos for the benefit of his students and other students during the current lockdown crisis. Mr. Davies does not make claim to all of the ideas and resources referenced in his videos. However, he does claim responsibility and rights to his likeness, opinions, and the academic content of these videos. He does not grant permission for any entity to copy or duplicate any portion of this video or any of his videos for private or personal gain.